Hi, I'm Andy Mulholland with the Handy Andy Real Estate Experts, and thanks for watching our video blog. Today, we're going to take a question from our viewing audience about escrow accounts. All of you, most likely with a mortgage, have an escrow account. You may not know what that is. You might not know what you're paying towards and when it comes out and why at the end of the year you might get money back and how it all works. So we're going to talk about that. Before we do, I do want to point you to a couple of links here on our website. One is a home valuation tool. So you can click on that. If you're somebody who wants to know what the value of your home might be in today's market, you can use that tool. We pay for it and we pass that service along to you. Keep in mind, it is an automated tool, so for a more accurate idea of what your home is worth, reach out to us and we'd be happy to get you that information as well. The second link is a home search tool. This allows you to see the same listings that we see through our MLS from all the companies in real time. So you don't have to be worried about websites like Zillow that have, out of date information, listings that have already sold for weeks. Okay, on to our question from Tia Pashke. Tia asks, I think people are confused on exactly what an escrow account is and what they are paying towards. How long do you pay towards an escrow account, etc.? I think some people tend to confuse it at first with earnest money. Great question, Tia. Thank you for that. Let's first talk about earnest money. Earnest money is good faith money. When you make an offer, you include earnest money to tell the seller that you are serious about their purchase. Now that money at closing gets applied towards your down payment, so it's not additional money. Let's say you buy a home for $150,000, you put $1,000 down in earnest money. You're not putting $151,000 towards this property. You're putting $150,000, but $1,000 is going to the seller's broker and the seller at the time of offer and is held until closing, and then at closing gets applied towards the rest of your purchase. So then at that point you only bring $149,000. That is earnest money. That is part of the offer process. Now you've closed on your property. Now you have what's called an escrow account, and that's from the time you close and beyond, not before the time you close. An escrow account is set up with your lender to pay your taxes and your insurance, your homeowner's insurance. They want to make sure that if they are borrowing you $150,000 on a property, that you have insurance on it and you're keeping up with your taxes. Why are they so worried about those things? Number one, they want to make sure the property, if a tornado comes through, that it's going to be rebuilt, because technically, they own your property. They've got money out to you, so they've got a huge interest in your property. Why would your mortgage company care about whether you're paying your taxes or not? Why would they require you with your payment each month to put money into the escrow so they can pay your taxes for you? Here's why. The government has first lien rights. So in other words, if you stop making mortgage payments, if you walk away from your home, whatever might happen, the government has the first lien right, meaning they are in line first to get their money before the bank. And so that puts the bank in a second, lien position, which they don't want to be in. So they want to make sure that you are not, forgetting or not paying your taxes. So they build that into your escrow account, and they approve you for a mortgage. When you go get a pre-approval letter, they're going to approve you based on the PITI. So that's principal and interest, which is the money that goes to the bank to pay down your loan and to pay the interest. And then the TI, which is taxes and insurance. So from one property to the next, you could be borrowing the same amount of money, $150,000, but if your taxes and your insurance are different for this property versus another property for $150,000, your payment's going to be different. So that's kind of a general idea of what an escrow account is. This gets confused a lot with those that watch TV or $1 Million Listing, because they hear on those shows, let's open up escrow. That is a different world than what we live in here in the Midwest. And so in our area, that is not how escrow accounts are set up. It has nothing to do with the escrow accounts that we have now, if that makes sense. Very different terminology. So thanks for watching our video blog. I hope that was helpful in explaining what the difference between an escrow account is and maybe an earnest money. If you have any other questions, obviously if you need help through this buying process, you need an advisor, please let us know. You can reach out to us through our website where you'll find our office number as well as a contact us button as well, and we'd be happy to help. Thanks for watching.